August has almost come to an end, and it's time for a monthly reset where I will be talking about what I have been doing this entire month and what I learned, and if I have any ideas to inspire you. I will be sharing all of that with you in this video today. Getting started with the monthly reset, I will start off a little bit by talking about the past month, how it's been going, and then I will talk about the coming month, what are my intentions and my goals for the coming month. So first of all, I would like to share with you, normally I had thought of sharing one quote per month, but I found two that I really liked and I wanted to share them. So let's get started with them. Be not afraid of going slowly, be afraid only of standing still. It's a Chinese proverb and I find it absolutely inspiring because it's important to keep moving even if you feel that you are going slowly. And I have come to realize that there are phases of your life when you will be a lot more speedy and you will be able to recover quickly and do everything a lot more quickly, whereas there are also phases of your life that are a lot harder and it's not easy to move forward in those phases. And then even if you are making a little bit of progress every single day, that is something that you can be proud of. I really liked this quote. And the next one says, you can have everything in life that you want if you will just help other people get what they want, by Zig Ziglar. And I have been thinking about this one recently, and I am just thinking about how to implement that into my life, because you are not always going to think automatically about what you can give to some other person. For example, if you are looking to expand your own network, you have to make sure that you are helping other people make connections. Same thing applies to every other area of your life, whether it is finances. If you want to improve your own finances, you have to make sure that you help other people also improve their finances. And I think that it is a beautiful quote and it is something that you should live by, but I will try to find ways that I can implement it a little more in my life. So what I liked most this month is iced coffee. I talked about it also in a previous video. Iced coffee is something that has been one of my favorite beverages these past months, and as I drink coffee, not that much but still 2 to 3 per day, I find iced coffee to be perfect in summer, and I am still having it sometimes even as soon as I get up in the morning. I don't think that it is a good idea, but still I absolutely like having iced coffee in the morning, like even before my lemon water. So that is something that I have been enjoying a lot. The next thing I have been enjoying a lot is electric scooter rides. So I have been going out a lot more on my scooter and going out and exploring different places and sometimes walking, but mostly using this scooter. And I find how liberating and refreshing it is. Even going out for a walk is a refreshing experience. It is so nice to go and get some fresh air, but on an electric scooter ride, it is completely different, and the speed that you go on, for me it's 25, and I find that to be a pretty good speed to just enjoy yourself and to take some time and to explore places that you may not be able to go by foot. So it's one of the things that I have been enjoying this month. And other than that, I have been decorating my room and my home and just working a little bit on the home organization, my cleaning schedule at home, how often and what am I going to clean on which day, and all these things have taken a lot of time. Actually, I have even painted the walls in my room, and it is a lot of effort and it takes a lot of energy. And the storage room next to the kitchen was all in a mess, and I have worked on that as well. So I am pretty satisfied with that, because it was important for me to give some time also to these things, to be a little more organized and more productive as usual. Now coming to my goals from past month. Notion was very important on my list of goals this month. I wanted to learn about it. I wanted to learn how to use it and how to make the shift from Evernote to Notion. And thankfully, I managed to get all of my data from Evernote and transfer it on Notion. And then I did some work on organizing that in Notion. What was very impressive is all the templates that I created on Notion and all the connections that you can make in Notion between the different pages. So I have found it to be an extremely helpful tool, and I will make use of it more and more in the future and even learn more about it. But that is something that I will be shooting separately. So this is how my Notion dashboard looks like. As you can see, I have all of these pages created on different topics such as meal plan, my habit tracker, every single thing. And here I have my daily reflection, Just to show you, I will open up. These are the pre-created templates that I have for myself. So normally I give it a date, the date on which I'm doing the journaling. Then I can choose between my morning journal, my gratitude assessment, trigger work, or clarity exercise. So I will select my morning journal, and this is something that I do every single day. The other ones I use from time to time. And here I write down things that I'm grateful for, and then also my priorities. I set them straight in the morning, and after that, as you can see, I have all of these different dates on which I have done my journaling. Here is my planning for 2022. I have pre-created those templates on monthly and weekly planning, and I will be using them for the coming months. So as you can see, when you click on the template, it opens up and you can see the entire template beautifully open up, and then you can set your goals. So whether it is my fitness goals, my business goals, my social events that I have to attend that month, or any other thing, I can put them here. Then for week 1, I have my book of the week, my course of the week, and stuff like that. So this really allows me to reflect on the different things that are close to my heart, that I like doing, and then I can write down my tasks for each day of the week. What is it that I need to complete? So it's great for planning. It's great for a follow-up of your goals. Then coming to my YouTube content board, here you can see they have been scheduled in a way that as soon as I have filmed them, I can put them in the scheduled ones, or I can send them to edit or edit them myself. Then I go to my GTD dashboard. GTD is all about getting things done, and here I have like sort of divided them into high priority tasks and those that I need to do for next month, for next week, my quick wins which are under 15 minutes, and my projects that require a certain review. Right now I don't have any, but this is a very in-depth sort of tutorial. I will leave a link to the video where I learned this. And then this is my meal plan, and I have created this newly as well. So as you can see, for September, these are very beautiful covers. So it makes it visually so beautiful that you just want to go and look at it again and again. So I have everything planned out for the entire month, my breakfasts and everything, and it makes it much easier also to do the grocery. So that's how it looks. Then coming towards the next goal, it was all about organizing my home a little bit more to get it more cleaner, and also become a little more organized myself in doing every single thing at home. So I have done that. I would say not as much as I would have liked, but I have still made a lot of effort on that. So I am quite satisfied with that, and I will be working a little more on cleaning my home more regularly, even though it is not that it's dirty, but I just want to be even more regular in that cleaning schedule. So that is just part of my goals even now. And the next thing that I have been working on is my relationship with money. So I have been working on that a lot. I have been listening to affirmations. I have been working on actually writing down all my expenses every single day, just keeping track of that. But this is also something that is in progress and that needs work. So I am continuing working on that, and hopefully I will be able to say confidently next year that I am managing my finances in an effective and great way. It's not that I'm not managing them effectively right now, but I definitely do want to get better at it. And another one of my goals was to finish reading the book, The 4-Hour Work Week. And I have not finished it, at least not until now. And we have 3-4 more days to go until the end of August. It is a very intensive book to go through. There are many questions in it. There is a lot of self-reflection to do. At the same time, you have plenty of tools and resources that have been given in the book as well. And as helpful as that is, it is not something that you can read in one go. You have to read it and then work with it and then read it again. And even though I have read other books that I had to work with as well, like for example the one with Tony Robbins, like Awaken the Giant Within, that was also a book that I had actually read, and I know that there are also exercises in that one to do, but this one was a lot more intensive and I have not managed to do all the exercises, but I have taken note of all of these exercises in my Notion, and that is where I will be answering those questions, and some of them I have even answered already. But I found it to be a very helpful book in terms of your time management, because it really teaches you the principles that you need to apply so that you can become more effective and you can do more in less time. But I still have to finish it, so I can't say more about that book right now. My 3 learnings from this month that I would like to share with you. So first of all, I came across an article on compulsive shopping, and as I have been reading about finances, I have been working on my finances, so it was an article which talked about the fact that the people who are compulsive shoppers are those who go ahead and buy the things simply out of your emotions, actually the kind of emotional state that you are in. And I have to accept that I am not a compulsive shopper. I have not been, but there are times when I'm not feeling well and buying that something is something that will give me some kind of relief. But at the same time, this article resonated with me because I recently got rid of my car. I actually sold it, and since I live in a village that is far away from the city center, I can't really buy every single thing over here. So now that I don't have my car, I have to make sure that I just take the bus and I go to the city center and buy whatever I need to buy. And this has really helped me in my finances because I do not end up going out just to buy something immediately as soon as I feel the need. And I have done this in the past when simply out of boredom I went to a shopping center and I ended up buying things that I did not need. So I found this article to be very helpful, and I will leave a link in the description below if you want to go and read it as well. This is one blog that I am following in order to learn more about finances, called getrichslowly.org. The second thing that I learned was from a TED talk by Amit Sood, MD, called How to Overcome Our Neural Predispositions to Suffering. Now that is a TED talk that spoke to me because it was about happiness, the fact that we as human beings are programmed in a way that we look at the negative sides of every single thing, and we have to make effort to be happy. Since that is something that requires effort from us, and we generally have a tendency to want to stay in a default mode to save energy for our brains, and that is something that makes it sometimes harder to be happy. And it was a very nice TED talk. Also, I will leave a link in the description if you want to watch it. But what I have been applying from this TED talk in my life is that every single morning that I get up, the first thing that I do in my mind is to think about 5 people and simply send good vibes to them, pray for them, or hug them in my mind. Because when you start your day in a way that is giving and you are thinking about someone else and sending them love, that is how that same love is going to come back to you, and it is going to be reflected in your own life as well. So this is one thing that I have been applying from this video, and I hope that it is going to be inspiring for you too. And the last thing that I have learned, and this is something that I have learned on a personal level by myself, and I think that I even shared it in one of my videos on anxiety. It is an anxiety coping strategy, and as soon as, for example, since I am on social media these days, and when you come across all those different posts on social media, sometimes you feel like you are not aligned and you are someone who is different and inadequate, and that becomes sometimes that overpowers you, that takes up too much space in your mind. And I came across a moment like that, and all I did was to simply leave my phone, put it on plane mode, and go to my room and have some rest, take a break, think about myself, think about my own life, and just focus on something else that is going well in my life. And even though we are aware of the fact that we should not be comparing ourselves to others, we are not immune to it completely. And unplugging and creating distance between you and the source of your stress or anxiety, I think that it is one of the best ways of dealing with anxiety and stress. Okay, so now let's talk about the coming month, the month of September. What am I going to be doing? What are my goals? And what kind of habits am I going to be developing? And all of that. So in terms of my learning goals, I would like to complete all the personal development programs that I have registered to. I have a few programs that are going on, and actually recently I did not get too much time to work on them. So there are a few of them that I would like to listen to again, and there are others that I would like to complete, and I think that it is going to take me some time, and I'm extremely excited because these are programs that have been really building my mindset, building my mentality, and they have helped me a lot move forward, learn a lot more about myself. And to be more precise, one of them is called Hero's Journey by Darren Hardy, and I absolutely loved his books, so I decided to take this program, and it's been helping me a lot build different skills, and I will be going back to that and doing a few other ones also related to finance and stuff like that. So that is the first goal. The second one is in terms of tech, learn everything about Mac and iPhone. And even though I managed to use iPhone in the most basic way, but there are so many different hacks and tricks, and you can learn so much more about the organization of your Mac. And actually yesterday I watched this video about sending documents into your drive or keeping them into your Mac, just simply in the Mac, so that you don't have to download them every single time. And sometimes you do not understand these little subtleties about the storage space and everything like that. So I will be working on that a lot more and learning a lot more about iPhone as well. So that is one of my goals. And my next goal is to read the book called The E-Myth Revisited. Now this is a book that is all about business, why most small businesses don't work and what to do about it. So the thing is that I have bought this book a few months ago, and I actually went through it, only I read the chapter on marketing. But this time I would really like to read it entirely and learn more about it and learn more from it, and the intention is to complete the 4-hour work week in the coming days. So hopefully I will be able to do that, and then I will move on towards this book. And in terms of my habits, I have actually created a meal plan for myself, and I have 2 different models for 2 different months, and that is how I will be applying it and changing little things every single month. But I have created a notion on that, and I will be following that diet plan. So the idea here is to eat healthier and to do some core workout. So along with following this meal plan, I will be doing 3 to 4 times per week workout that is more focused towards building strength on the core level, because that is something that is extremely important for us, to have a strengthened back, to keep a nice posture, to be able to have a strong core. And even though I have learned a few exercises around it, I have not done them as much as I would have liked to, and now I will be focusing on that a lot more. So that is part of those habits that I will be taking up this month. And the last thing is the challenge of the month, and I will actually be going to 2 to 3 events where I don't know anyone. And I think that I mentioned this in also a previous video of mine, and I have already actually registered to a few events. But the thing is that most of them are online, but there is one that was there in person where I will go to, and I would like to see more people, get to know more people, and maybe do things that are a little bit out of my comfort zone. So these are a few things that I'm doing in the coming month, and let's see how it goes. At least I'm super excited for this month. I hope that everything is going well for you too, and I hope that you are also setting goals for yourself and constantly moving forward every single month, doing something new, learning something new, and excelling in life. And I will see you hopefully in my next video. Subscribe to my channel, and see you. Bye.